Morning guys, it's Monday morning and it's a rainy crappy day outside, not a whole lot going on. It's the 12th of March I believe. Sitting here at my paint bench and I decided to tear my spray guns down again. There's been a lot of conversation bouncing around back and forth. I've hit on it a couple times about crappy gun wash. So went to the parts store and picked up some of this Finish Pro gun wash cleaner here. This is what I used to always use. It never let me down in the past. I switched to an economy thinner. I think that's where one of my mistakes is. So what I did today, or what I'm working on, is soaking my fluid tips, and I've already gone through them a couple of times, but I stumbled across this stuff right here, this SEMX gun cleaner. And it comes in aerosol cans, about $6 a can at my parts store. I don't know what it is. I've seen it online for $7 or $8. And I was sort of thinking it'd be kind of neat to have something that was in a spray can. Definitely want to wear some safety glasses with this stuff, just like brake cleaner or anything else. There's no chlorines in it. It's not chlorinated like brake cleaner is, so it's safe for the finishes of your gun. Not safe for plastic, it says right on it. So if you have an acetyl cup, like one of these guys right here, for like this mini touch-up one for my IR touch-up gun with the 1/0 needle and tip in it, I wouldn't suggest. I sprayed some on it, but as far as immersion, I don't think I would try it. But guys, I'm pretty impressed with this SEMX gun cleaner stuff. I pulled my DeVilbiss Plus apart. I've only used it like 4 times, and I've used some. I had a little bit of my good gun wash that I cleaned it up with, but I played around a little bit the other day and shot some clear through it, and didn't seem like it was putting it out. And I think I've been over this a dozen times. Everybody that's heard me say this probably thinks I'm beating a dead horse, but you know, the stuff, the economy gun wash thinners anymore, I guess if you're running it in a gun washer where it's sort of forcing it through, it might be okay stuff. And they do make like a can of stuff called Gun Wash Booster you can add to it. It sort of pumps up or amps up the effectiveness of your cleaner. So basically where I'm at right now, I've got the guns, I'd soaked them, I'd scrubbed the inside of the needles and everything in the fluid tips, had them all torn down, ran the brush down through the top, you know, cleaned all those areas out, and to the naked eye, you know, sitting there with a flashlight looking down there, it looked beautiful. I took some of this SEM gun cleaner after I thought I had it perfect, and I shot it down. This is a PPS adapter, by the way, for those of you who don't know what that is, for the disposable cups. But I shot some in there, and I put a paper towel out in front of it, a white paper towel, so that I could squirt it onto that. And it's clean now, but I was shocked. I thought it was perfectly clean. I shot some of that through there on a piece of clean towel, and a chunk of crap came out of it. Where the hell it came from is beyond me. I'm sure it didn't come out of the can. So from now on, I'm done with the economy thinner. I'm going to use the better gun wash cleaner. I think Tom uses the DuPont lacquer thinner, which I'm sure is fine. But this can right here of Finish Pro, it's aftermarket stuff. It's not mainstream, but it's pretty popular. They make paper and they make ancillary products, you know, cleaners and clears and things like that. They might have wipes too, I'm not sure. But this stuff, compared to the gun wash thinner I was using before, which was an economy, will attack a set of nitrile blue gloves. Not the super heavy ones, but the medium ones, you know, that are for splash protection. This attacks them pretty quick. It'll start to swell them. And the SEM gun cleaner, I'm not trying to promote, but I'm pretty happy with it. This shit will attack a set of gloves fast. So that's telling me one thing. It's pretty harsh stuff. It's pretty rough smelling. I have the door open today, so I got some ventilation in here because it stinks. I won't bullshit you on that, but it seems to work good. Now, I know I keep walking in front of the camera here, but I'm kind of in close quarters. So I've got some of this soaking in my Plus right now after I've already cleaned it out, and I want to see if any chunks of shit come out. And I may have got this one nice and clean. But I couldn't believe it. To find a chunk of shit that fell out of here after this gun has been cleaned 2 or 3 times, and to be that particular about how I clean my guns. Now I did notice, and this is probably, a new gun thing. I have never noticed it in the past because I never used cheap gun wash before. But I don't know if you can see. It's pretty dark in there, but down in the bottom where the adapter goes into the cup, so it'll thread in, because it's got that little nut on there that sort of draws this insert down in there and cinches it. They put some sort of sealant around that, and that kept little pieces of that kept coming off, which no big deal. I knew what it was, and I'd make sure it was clean before I used it. And now that I've gone over these guns one more time, I feel pretty confident that I got them nice and spick and span. One thing I'm not sure about, with any gun, you shouldn't put a wrench down here and really crank on it. I mean, a gun is not an automobile. It just needs to be snug. It's not like a wheel or a tie rod end. You're not worried about it completely falling off. Yeah, it'll let you down if it's loose. You get a blurb of paint or clear or something on something. You're painting the hood, and then all of a sudden, but I apologize if I'm not actually in the view of the video here. I tried to zoom in so you guys could see the products that I'm playing with here. So what I did after I cleaned out this gun, and especially my Sada Jet, when I cleaned this HVLP gun out right here, my 3000 HVLP, I was bitching about it before. It wasn't putting the clear on right and whatever. That's why I bought the Plus. I love the Plus. Hands down, it's a way faster gun than this HVLP. It lays clear beautiful when it's clean. So for those of you guys who are doing this at home and having issues, and I know there were a couple of guys that were saying, they're getting a lot of orange peel and this and that. It's probably not 100% due to your technique. A lot of it may be because it's not putting out the material that the gun is designed to put out. This one has a 1.3 tip. Yes, you can argue and say, well, it's a smaller tip, and it's going to put out less material, therefore less ability for that material to flow, or you have to slow down to get more material on the panel. This is all true. But I'm going to tell you, when I put some liquid in here, now yes, you can also argue that gun wash is thinner than clear coat. When I pull the trigger on this, I'm getting a huge stream of material out of there, compared to what I was getting before, even when the gun looked completely clean. Clear is a hard thing to see, but if you soak it in the pieces parts, like the fluid tip and the needle in solvent, you'll find that there will be a film on there, and when you run a little, like you're probably not that guy right there, but something like this little cleaner brush, or this dude right here, when you run that across stuff, you'll see stuff start to ball up on it. I was just absolutely amazed. So I have pulled them all apart and gotten what I thought was a ridiculous amount of material out of them, even when I thought they were clean. So give this stuff a try. I'm happy with it. $6 a cans. I've seen it more expensive. I've seen it I saw it on eBay somewhere for $6.95 a can, which I didn't think was bad until I decided I was going to buy it, and I saw that shipping was $8 on a $6 can of product. You can argue that it's hazardous material or this, that, or the other, but that's a little ridiculous. I'll pay $6 for it at my parts store, which is a CarQuest, you know, a big name, and their prices tend to be a little higher than the paint and body stores. Even though my store is our DuPont carrier here locally, they don't sell enough material to charge a lesser price like a body shop store would. Not saying all body shop stores are cheaper than the big stores, but ours is a local family-owned CarQuest, and it always has been. But their prices tend to be a touch higher on stuff like that. But I was shocked. I saw it for $6, and I thought, well, I really can't lose for $6. Let me bring the camera a little closer here, see if I can give you guys extreme close-up and really freak you out. Sort of aim that down toward there. My battery's going to die here pretty soon, but the other thing, we have this, what's left of it. Point to it. That little blue washer right there, that's my cup washer for my Plus. And ever since I got this gun, it felt like, you know, you tighten the cups by hand, but it felt like it wasn't tightening, or it was stripping the threads, and what it was doing was cutting that washer. You can see the other part of it right there. Cut it right in half. My finish line doesn't even have one in it. It's never leaked on me. Looking for some input if anybody runs these actually in the guns, or if they go bad, if they just say screw it, leave them out. I'll probably get a PPS adapter for that anyway, so that's where we're at with that one. So I'm happy. Everything's pretty clean, so I got a job coming up. I got another Acura coming next Wednesday or Thursday for rust repair, so we'll see what happens then. But until then, guys, hope everybody's doing well. Darren, buddy, I haven't seen a video from you. Hope everything's good there. I know you weren't feeling too good. But hopefully you guys make some videos, and we'll see what's going on. It's getting kind of lonely out here. I know I haven't made a video either, so hope everybody's doing well, and enjoy your week, and we'll catch you on the next one. Later, guys.